What is going on, guys? Orgasmic John here, and I have another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, and this one is probably the best one I've posted to this day. It is a silenced USAS 12 MOAB, playing Team Deathmatch, regular 6v6 TDM, on C-Town, and it was just a really fun gun to use. I was just messing around with the shotguns, because I was getting really frustrated tryharding all the time, and so I figured this would be a nice change of pace, and I love the USAS now. It's so amazing. It's just ridiculously fun to use, and silencer on it is actually pretty decent. You see me get a couple one-shots from a decent distance. Here you just, come up behind him and get a nice one-shot. Notice where his teammate is underneath me, and then poop on him with a one-shot too. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. Today I have a story for you. It is about freshman year. Gym class was mandatory, still is now, but we had to, take gym freshman year. I was with my friend Nick. We were pretty good friends at that time, and so we would always be partners in gym whenever we had to do things together. And this unit we were playing tennis, and our teacher, Mr. Beasy, very fat man, had knee surgery, and so he was out for a while, so we had a substitute named Mr. Cudley. Mr. Cudley, just side note, he actually ran for mayor of the city that I live in, and I thought it was kind of weird. Mr. Cudley, ran for mayor, but then he's a substitute gym teacher, because that spells success to me. If you want to be a mayor, you gotta be more than just a substitute gym teacher. And one thing that he didn't know anybody really, and so we decided to mess with him. We convinced him that I was slightly mentally challenged, that I had a slight mental ailment, and it didn't enable me to know what was socially acceptable at all points in time. And so one thing that we did is just told him, I had Nick tell him, so because it would be awkward if I did. And it was a joint effort on coming up with this, but it was, oh, yeah, he's, got a slight mental lapse, that's why so, off sometimes. Like, oh, okay, that made sense, because there's also some mentally challenged students in the other gym class, and I find it really funny that he believed it without any, explanation from anybody else, and he would feel awkward asking anybody else, so he just had to believe it. Well, when we were playing tennis, I decided to do tennis grunts to see how far I can take this thing. So what I do is I just grunt really loudly, like, ha! Ha! Every time I hit it. Just obnoxiously loud. And I hope that was obnoxiously loud for you guys. And he didn't know what to do, so he just said, good job, John, every time. He had no idea that I was just trolling him to the extreme. And it really just made a fun couple months in gym class. But then next year, he was substituting for a class of mine. If you didn't know, I'm actually a pretty good student. I was in AP US History, and he was the substitute. And then he sees, oh, there's that kid that I thought was mentally challenged in an AP course. And so I convinced, or didn't convince, I told some of the people within my class that, what had happened, and they were laughing, but then they realized that we could do more with this. He usually tells jokes he's substituted before, and he usually tells jokes with his classes. He usually will say some corny joke, and this one was about cats and dogs on roofs and where, it's raining cats and dogs came from. And so he's just like, oh, you know where that came from? I was like, it was raining puppies and doggies, or puppies, doggies, and kitties and cats one day. And he just looked at me and was like, no, but good try. And it may have been awkward for him and some people that I didn't tell, but for the people that I did tell, it was hysterical. All they did was laugh. For the rest of the period is I just tried to act slightly mentally challenged just so I would make it awkward for him. And I kind of feel bad. I think he does. Yeah, I think he knows now, and that's probably why he hates me. But, I feel it's all in good fun. But I pick up the MOAB right here. I do get like 5 kills with other guns because I did run out of ammo because I wasn't running specialists because I was just using that because I was in face-off before. But got that customary knife, and then 360 slow-mo spin. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. It was really fun to do, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary. As always, peace.